Good morning, children. Welcome back. Hope you all are fine and safe while staying at your homes. Let us start today's lecture. This is class 10th, subject mathematics, chapter number 3, pair of linear equations in two variables, exercise 3.6, lecture number 9. Children, in previous lecture number 8, we discussed about the method of cross multiplication to solve a pair of linear equation. So today I am going to cover another method to solve a pair of linear equation. So the topic to be covered is reducing a pair of linear equations to a pair of linear equations. Children, what does it mean? It means you will be having given a pair of linear equation in two variable in the statement, and you have to convert it into another pair of linear equations. What does it mean? Means in the statement you will not be having the generalized form of pair of linear equation given. So while reducing it or while converting it, you have to convert it into another pair of linear equation which will actually be the generalized form of a pair of linear equations in two variables. So let us recall what is generalized form. That is a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. For better clarity of the concept, let us start taking the questions from exercise 3.6. Children, this is very first question, second part. You will be having a pair of linear equations given. This is 2 upon root x plus 3 upon root y is equal to 2. This is first equation. 4 upon root x minus 9 upon root y is equal to minus 1. This is equation number 2. So children, here you can see that you will be having a pair of linear equation given in two variables. But I am going to use the method of reducing it to another pair of linear equation. Children, here you may see that the equations which you will be having given, they are not in the generalized form. According to generalized form, the variable must be at the numerator place. But here children, you can see that the variable x and y, they both are at the denominator place. So what is to be done? How to start solving this question? You can see here in both the equation that 1 upon root x is common and 1 upon root y is also common. So let us assume 1 upon root x as u and 1 upon root y as v. Now I am going to insert the value of 1 upon root x and 1 upon root y in equation number 1 and in equation number 2. So what did I get? I have got 2u, this is 2u plus 3v is equal to 2. At place of 1 upon root y, I have placed here v. Fine. In the same manner, in equation number 2, children, it will be 4u minus 9v is equal to minus 1. Fine. Now these are those pair of linear equation which you have got after reducing the given linear equations. Fine. Children, you can notice that they are in the generalized form. Correct? So now any of the method, either elimination or substitution or cross multiplication method, you can adopt to solve this pair of linear equation. So what is to be done? Here I am going to adopt elimination method. For elimination, children, you know I have to eliminate any of the any of the two variables. So what I did, I am going to multiply equation number 3 by 3 and equation number 4 by 1. Why I am doing so? Because here if I am going to multiply the complete equation by 3, see what will I get? I will be getting 6u plus 9v is equal to 3 2s are 6. And here definitely you are going to multiply this complete equation by 1. So the result would be the same complete equation, right? Children, here you can see that I am going to eliminate v while making the numerical coefficient same. They both are with a different sign. So definitely I have to add both the equation. After adding, I have cancelled them. So children, what I have got? I have got 10u is equal to 5. So what would be u? U will be half. That is 5 upon 10 means half. Now I am going to put the value of u is equal to half in equation number 4. What is equation number 4? This is 4u minus 9v is equal to minus 1. See, for u, minus 9v is equal to minus 1. So at place of u, I am going to put half. It would become 4 into 1 upon 2 minus 9v is equal to minus 1. Both are going to be cancelled. So this is 2 minus 9v is equal to minus 1. So minus 9v is equal to minus 1 minus 2. That is minus 9v is equal to 3. Minus 3. Fine. Both minus are going to be cancelled with each other. So what would be v? V is equal to 3 upon 9. That is 1 upon 3. Now children, u is equal to half. And what did I assume u? Definitely it was assumed as 1 upon root x. Fine. So 1 upon root x will be equal to half. Taking reciprocal of the complete expression. So I have got root x is equal to 2. Squaring on both sides. Why I am doing squaring on both sides? Because I want the value of x. So x will be equal to 4. Now in the same manner I am going to calculate the value of y. 1 upon root y is equal to v, which is equal to 1 upon 3. Again taking reciprocal. After reciprocal, children, I have got root y is equal to 3. Squaring on both sides. So what would be the value of y? Y will be 9. Clear? So after reducing a pair of linear equation to another pair of linear equation, I have calculated the value of x as well as y. Let us take one more question for better clarity of the concept. This is question number 1, fourth part. Given pair of linear equation is 5 upon x minus 1 plus 1 upon y minus 2 is equal to 2. 6 upon x minus 1 minus 3 upon y minus 2 is equal to 1. Children, again you can notice here that you will be having given variable at the denominator place. So let us convert them into the generalized form. What is to be done for that? Here 1 upon x minus 1 and 1 upon x minus 1 is common. So I am going to take 1 upon x minus 1 as u and 1 upon y minus 2 as v. So what will be the new equations formed? The new equations will be 5u, this is 5u plus v is equal to 2. Here 6u minus 3v is equal to 1. Again children, you have got the generalized form of the equation. So what is to be done? Definitely you can adopt any of the method. I am going to adopt elimination method. What is to be done for that? I am going to multiply equation number 3 by 3 and adding it in equation number 4. Clear? After multiplying equation number 3 by 3, children, I have got 15u plus 3v is equal to 6. And equation number 4 will be written as it is. Now children, here you can see that this is 3v with positive sign, this is 3v with negative sign. While adding both the equation, they will be cancelled, right? So 15u plus 6u will be 21u and here 6 plus 1 will be 7. So what is the value of u? U is equal to 7 upon 21, that is 1 upon 3. Now I am going to substitute the value of u in equation number 4. This is equation number 4, 6u minus 3v is equal to 1. So 6 into, at place of u I have put here 1 upon 3. They are going to be cancelled. So I have got 2. 2 minus 3v is equal to 1. So 2 minus 3v is equal to 1 minus 3v is equal to 1 minus 2. That is minus 3v is equal to minus 1. So what will be the value of y, children? Sorry, what will be the value of v? That will be 1 by 3. Now, what did I assume as u? U was assumed as 1 upon x minus 1, which I have just calculated. Children, you can see here this is 1 upon 3. So equating it equal to 1 upon 3. Taking reciprocal. Why I am taking reciprocal of both the sides? Because I want the value of x. So it would become x minus 1 is equal to 3. So it implies to x is equal to 4. Similarly, v was assumed as 1 upon y minus 2. So 1 upon y minus 2 is equal to v is equal to 1 upon 3. After taking reciprocal, you will get y minus 2 is equal to 3 means y is equal to 5. So thus, what values I have got, children? X is equal to 4 and y is equal to 5. Now let us take question number 1, fifth part. This is 7x minus 2y upon xy is equal to 5. Children, here you can see that this is totally different form. We have not done the questions like this, but we can again form the same type as we have just done now. What I am going to do, I am just going to segregate this denominator to both the terms. So it would become 7x upon xy minus 2y upon xy is equal to 5. X will be cancelled with x and y will be cancelled with y. So it implies to 7 upon y minus 2 upon x is equal to 5. This has become equation number 1 after simplifying. In the same manner, now I am going to simplify equation number 2. 8x plus 7y upon xy is equal to 15. Segregate this denominator to both the numerator. It would become 8x upon xy plus 7y upon xy is equal to 15. X and x are going to be cancelled, that is 8 upon y plus 7 upon x after cancelling y is equal to 15. Now children, just notice, hasn't it become the previous question just like previous one? So 1 upon x and 1 upon y are common in both the equations. So let 1 upon x is equal to u and 1 upon y will be v. Now what will be the new equations formed? That is 7v, because I have considered 1 upon y as v. So v will be written first. 7v minus 2u is equal to 5. In the same manner, please focus here. 8v, because 1 upon y is v. 8v plus 7u is equal to 15. Now using elimination, again you can solve this question. For elimination, because you have to eliminate any of the one variable, so I am going to multiply equation number 3 by 7 and equation number 4 by 2. Just check after multiplying what did I get. 7 7s are 49, 49v minus 7 2s are 14, 14u. This 7 will be multiplied by 5 as well, that is 35. 2 8s are 16, v plus 7 2s are 14, that is 14u is equal to 15 2s are 30. Correct? They both are going to be cancelled because I am going to add in both the equations. So what I have got, children, this is 65v is equal to 65. So what would be the value of v? V will be 1. Now put v is equal to 1 in equation number 5. What was equation number 5, children? This is equation number 5, that is 49v minus 14u is equal to 35. So at place of v I am going to put 1. This is 49 into 1 minus 14u is equal to 35. Minus 14u is equal to 35 minus 49. So minus 14u is equal to minus 14. So what is the value of u, children? That is 1. And what did I assume as u? 1 upon x. So 1 upon x is equal to u is equal to 1. So it implies to, after taking reciprocal, x will also equivalent to 1. Now children, 1 upon y is equal to v is equal to 1. So again taking reciprocal, what will be y? Y will be 1. So thus x is equal to 1 and y will also be 1. That's it for the day. So children, what we have revised today, what we have learned, basically we have learned to convert a pair of linear equation to another pair of linear equation. Fine, and that another pair of linear equation is nothing but the generalized form. Children, please note down your mathematics homework. Your homework questions which you have to do in your homework notebook, they are: do question number 1, first part, third part and sixth part along with your classwork questions. What are classwork questions? Question number 1, second part, fourth part and fifth part of exercise 3.6 in homework notebook. Clear, children? Okay. Now I am going to discuss homework question solution of lecture number 8. You may be knowing what did you learn in lecture number 8. You will be having the word problems given and we were just going to solve them while adopting any of the algebraic method. Fine. So children, this is fourth question, first part which I am going to take. I found this, though we have done the same kind of question earlier also. But let us discuss it once again. I am reading the statement. Please be focused. A part of monthly hostel charge is fixed and the remaining depends on the number of days one has taken food and in the mess. So one charge is fixed that every child will have to pay, and another charge depends on the food, how much the food is to be consumed by the person. Fine. When a student A takes food for 20 days, she has to pay rupees 1000 as the hostel charges, whereas another student B who takes food for 26 days, he has to pay rupees 1180 as hostel charge. Now you have to find the fixed charge along with the cost of the food per day. So we have done the same kind of question. So what is to be done, children? Let the cost of the food per day will be rupees X. This I have assumed for rupees 4 per day. Now fixed hostel charge I am going to assume as rupees Y. Let us switch to the question once again. I am going to read the question once again from here. A takes food for 20 days. Children, suppose if you have to pay rupees X for one day, definitely you are going to get the food for 20 days. So definitely you have to pay rupees 20X as the charge, and fixed charge is there for everybody. So this is 20X is the charge which is paid by child A, plus Y is the fixed charge which everybody has to pay. This is fixed charge assumed, right? So how much is the total payment made by the child? That is rupees 1000. Clear? Now in the same manner, another child B, he took the food for 26 days. When I am going to pay rupees X for one day, so definitely rupees 20X will be paid for 20 days. This is 20X plus Y is the fixed charge is equal to rupees 1180. Here children, in both the equation you are not supposed to multiply this equation by any of the number, because here I have got plus Y. After just subtracting equation number 2 from equation number 1, here I have got minus Y. So while elimination method, Y and Y both will be cancelled. So children, what will you get? You will get minus 6X is equal to minus 180. While multiplying the complete equation by minus 1, or even you can cancel this minus 1 by minus 1 also. So what you have got, X is equal to 30, that is 180 upon 6. Now put the value of X in equation number 1. This is 20X plus Y is equal to 1000. 20 into at place of X I am writing here into 30 plus Y is equal to 1000. That is 600 plus Y is equal to 1000. So Y is equal to 1000 minus 600, that is what? 400, correct? So hence the monthly fixed charge is equal to rupees Y, which is equivalent to rupees 400, and the cost of the food per day, that was rupees X, which is actually rupees 30. Understood children? Thank you and have a nice day.